Going live. You're live. Okay. I should be live now. Oh, I picked that part up. Hey, of course. Let me know how everything sounds, how everything looks if you're in here right now. And then we're going to figure out how to link. I see a nice 14 team head to head at 717. Sounds good. Okay. Thanks, Noah. I don't know if I have enough water for the stream, but we'll see. What's up, everyone? We'll let some more people filter in, and if we have enough people interested, we could probably do a 14, 16 team league. We'll see. I don't know yet. Like, I see someone's in here. I think that's the one I'm going to try and join him on Yahoo. I just don't know if I can link it. Let me see. You guys probably hear me eating right now. See if you guys can join this. I'm going to take a later pick here. I just, the first one I did, I had pick 4, which I think is like where you want to be picking. But I'm going to see what it's like drafting later. Can I mute this? I apologize. You guys can hear me. Hey, Ben. Love that. Oh, of course, Samson takes one. Of course. Yeah, live streaming is literally like, it's the most fun, Ben. I love just like answering questions and just discussing with the viewers. I actually had an idea today. So like last year, I did one of my, I think it was my first draft last season. Pretty much every pick was, I would ask the viewers and everyone was like deciding, and then we'd have a consensus pick of who I was going to take next. I was thinking it would be fun if like in the Discord, I joined a league, maybe even a paid league. And then pretty much every decision that's made is polled in the Discord. And then we're all making decisions as a group. And then we just, whatever majority votes we do. But I just don't know how that would work for drafting. If that makes sense. You can see my email. That's okay. Just don't send me emails, guys. Looks like there's 2 more spots left. Who are some of the players you guys are on so far this season? Has anyone done any mock drafts that's in here right now? I'm just curious. I took a lot of backlash about having Matthews ahead of McKinnon, but yeah, Ben, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what I was doing. Like, I would say I would have like pick 31, and then I wasn't picking until like 46. I would like put in the polls, like not in the polls, but I would ask the viewers, like, am I taking Yossi here? Am I taking who else? Adam Fox, just someone random. Am I taking Evander Kane? And then all the comments would start popping up, and then whatever I would see the majority, I would do. But I agree, it would be difficult to get the votes in. You've done one draft? Yeah, I've done one draft too. Put myself at pick 4, got Matthews. I'm curious to what pick you got. I'm going to say it's Exorcision is how you pronounce it. Eichel's around ADP 100. So this is, so we're running fantasy puck leagues this year. And this is what we're hoping to be the scoring system. This is what we found was the most. I mean, McDavid's obviously a huge outlier here, but everyone else is relatively even. So I'm curious where Eichel ranks. So 85. Or is it 9? Okay, so 70, 76? Is that math right? It's pretty good. But the thing is, like, and someone commented about like how we project for injuries. I don't want to show you guys how we do it, like our whole projection sheet, but pretty much we use like 3-year historical data on like how many games played a player has played, obviously, relative to how many total games there are. And then that's how we project project for injury. So it's not accurate because obviously injury could happen at any point, but we pretty much just use historical data. Like someone like Nathan McKinnon, like the reason why I'm not on him at the 3rd pick is just because he's never healthy. Like he never plays a full 82. And if he plays a full 82, he's probably better than Leon. And I was talking to a friend. He was like, well, he's on pace for 125 points last season. I'm like, on pace? He didn't get 125 points. But we're full? Okay, perfect. I can't start it, so we'll just wait. I don't know how I feel about Timo Meier. Someone had an interesting comment. There's so many mouths to feed there in New Jersey. I agree with that. He was really subpar. Will this be uploaded? Yes, it will. So my understanding is that I stream and then it gets posted directly to YouTube. That's how it was in the past. Sometimes with these long off seasons, you kind of like, you get a little rusty. Yeah, I agree. There is risk with McKinnon. He's definitely my number 4, and if he showed signs of him being healthy for a full season, I would be way more inclined to take him. But it's interchangeable, those picks, though. It's all relative to the league, too. Like, if I take hits out of here, like, this is how it looks if I take hits out. Obviously, Hughes takes a hit because he doesn't hit. So, if I add hits back in, he's going to drop. Or he should drop. Yeah. But still good, like, at 11. It's crazy how much his ADP has gone up. It is mock draft season. I'm so excited. I'm just worried that I'm going to have people in my queue and then everyone's going to be looking at it, but it's okay. You have to adjust on the fly. This is my second one, so I am going to be a little rusty. I feel like you need like 4 or 5 under your belt before you actually become, you understand how the draft board looks at certain picks. Yeah, so Exorcism, that's literally exactly my thoughts. So I know Chris did a video and he's pretty high on Bedard this season. For me, I'm more of like, I need a sample size. And then also like he has no help there at all. Like Seth Jones, they got Taylor Hall, and then what? Athanasiou, Taylor Radish. Like there's just not enough for him. But it's interesting because when McDavid was drafted, I think there was more hype for Bedard now just because of how big social media has gone since the McDavid draft. But I feel like comparing someone to McDavid is just, I don't know. McDavid went 38th overall. Like that was his ADP his first season. He was point per game before he got injured. So it's hard to say, man. I feel like I wouldn't take the risk on Bedard personally. And he's like kind of undersized. They're going to be bullying him. Is there a lot of like how much toughness does that Chicago roster have? Like, I don't know. Curious what you guys think about Bedard. Like, look at this lineup. How can you tell me this lineup's going to be competitive? And how can you tell me this lineup's going to win 30 games this year? Or 35 games? Like, they have one sort of puck-moving defenseman. Like, this power play is atrocious. I don't know. I feel like I'm not taking the risk. Any news on Patrick Kane? No, but Patrick Kane is falling way too far in drafts right now. It's crazy. Like the first mock draft, Samson, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I drafted him and then you wrote in the Discord, you're like, no way, Patrick Kane, I forgot about him. Brought in Corey Perry, yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see, guys. Like I'm always a skeptic with these rookies a lot. I'm not really someone that drafts rookies. Yeah. Philip Ruse, I actually don't know who that is, and that could be a problem. But let's look into him. Oh, I see. It's a little off center day. I can probably fix this a little bit. Give me a second here. Is it Alt? You guys can't even see these players. Hey, someone should have told me that, Samson. All right. That's a little bit better. Let me see how this looks. Oh, we'll adjust on the fly. We'll be fine. Ruse will not be fantasy relevant. I'm curious about Kevin Torchinski. He was their top 5 pick last year. Wow, you think Kane will sign in November or December? That's crazy to me. I feel like he's such a prolific player. Like I can't see him holding out. Like I don't know how much time is left. It should be very close. 9 minutes. So spreadsheet is available on our Patreon. So you get access to all of our forward projections, which was carefully done by all 4 of us. We have our customizable goalie projections as well. Very interesting to see Georgiev here. We have our trade analyzer. So this all looks like this. I just have an extension on my desktop right now so that everything's in dark mode. So it definitely doesn't look like this regularly, but then we have all of our base projections. So you get access to all of our projection sheets, all available on our Patreon. If you're signing up for Fantasy Puck leagues, we're trying to host paid leagues this season. You guys can compete with us and all the other Fantasy Puck viewers, and it's all going to be available through our Patreon. I just feel like we need to give people incentive to actually be active, and the Patreon will do that. And then we're hoping to have rules in it so that if you're an inactive manager, you get booted, and then other people come in and fill in your spots. Is Patreon a thing or is it free? It's paid. This is locked behind a paywall, but I'll show it to you guys. Yeah, Korchinski's not ready. It's Korchinski. I think it's a Torchinski. 7th overall. Thoughts on the Matthews signing? Yeah, I mean, it's a good deal. I'm not a Leafs fan, and I got some comments saying that because I put Matthews 3 that I'm a Leafs fan. I'm from Ontario, but I'm not a Leafs fan. I just think Matthews is other than McDavid, the only one that can score 60 goals this season. I'm not sure about Pasternak this year. That was like a shock. Pasternak moved up. I remember grabbing him in the 2nd round in most of my drafts, and he's moved up so much. Someone I'm interested. I'm curious. What do you guys think about Jake Sanderson? I haven't. I feel like I'm the only one on the FP team right now that likes Sanderson. I was trying to ask about it in the Discord a little bit, but I'm just curious what everyone thinks about Jake Sanderson. Like, it's interesting. He was scoring 60s. Honestly, that's a great take. I actually love that. Let's see if I can find this. And hopefully by the time I find it, we have some comments. Yeah, see, Johnny, that's like kind of where everyone's at other than me. So it's interesting, like, pulling this up. So this is like power play time on ice, and I'm sorry about the dark mode. So he's 7th. So obviously Shabbat's up here. Shabbat was injured. And if I sort by the last like 30 games of the season, like after All-Star break, I think it was mostly Sanderson, right? Yeah, well, still Shabbat in there, but Sanderson was still getting power play one time. Like, I don't know what they want to do. Chikrin only played 12 games. He did get some. I don't know. Like, Ottawa might play sort of like a Vegas style where they have two top units. Yep, corrupt. You can add filters. It's all customizable. So if you want to make power play points 0, just take it out, and then everything will adjust. Sanderson is the same position as Owen Power. Yeah, I like him in deep leagues. Like, oh man, has the draft started? Minute 56. Let's go. All right. I will not be looking at chat. It is time to fill up the queue. I hope you guys are on this guy. I wonder if my queue's hidden, which is actually a good thing. But I hope people are on Verano this season. I love how much Evander Kane is falling in drafts right now. I was so high on him last year, and I like him just as much this year. I like the Connor Brown. I like the sneakiness of Connor Brown this season. Everyone's sleeping on Carlson. Everyone's sleeping on Kadri. Everyone's sleeping on Raymond. It is wild. Like, I feel like this is the most hyped up year in terms of players that had really good seasons last year, and their ADP is just skyrocketed because of it. Where do you see Pasta following the first round? Top 5. Would I take him there? I'm not sure. Draft room's open, everyone, by the way, if you're not in here. Oops. Do my best to answer the chat. Yeah, corrupt. If you want us to add those stats, we can definitely do that for you. 100%. We have it already completed. It's just we tried to just simplify it in this sheet, not make it too long. But yeah, we can do that for you. So Pasternak 6th, McKinnon 3rd. So I got pick 11. I'm honestly just going to take best available here. I think I want Kaprizov, but we will see. Oh, I'm glad Makar went top 10. Is it really loud? Did it get super loud all of a sudden? Oh, the draft sounds. I got you. Thanks, Wolf. I might see if I can put some like lo-fi music in the background for you guys. Yeah, see, Nate, that's a great example of someone that's just being overhyped. So I got 11th pick here. Oh man, it's between Kucherov or Kaprizov. I think for me, I just like Kaprizov a little bit more. And this is also a plus-minus league, which sucks. I don't make the settings in the mock draft. But I think here I want Kaprizov, but Kucherov is just as good of a pick. J-Rob's also available. I'm going to go Kaprizov. I'm curious what you guys think about Kaprizov over J-Rob. Both of the same position. Centers are, it's a very full position because the positioning is just a disaster right now. Let me go through and, oh yeah, I am so high on Sergachev this season. It's scary. I'm gonna bet on him for Norris too. Let me know if the music's too loud, or if I might just. Look at Shea Theodore down here. All right, I'm up. Should have been paying more attention. Yeah, I like EP here. I like Stützle. I'm probably going to go EP. At 18. Where do I have him? Around 17, right? Or I actually have him 18 right on the dot. There you go. And I do have Kaprizov ahead of J-Rob. Okay, no music? Okay. That's so funny. I tried playing it. I don't know if I just figured it would pick it up, but I guess it's just picking up my mic audio. Oh, cool. There's dark theme. Yeah, Stützle's a good pick. Just this team is such a wild card team. Like, I just don't know what to expect from Vancouver this year. Who else is following a bunch? I love Joel Eriksson Ek too. He's such a fantasy. He's such a beast in fantasy. I don't know what to do with Svechnikov either. I think if he falls to me, like, you just take him. Get DeBrusk in there. There's so many good goalies that are going late too. Like, I don't know. If anyone's a Leafs fan, is it a hot take to say Joseph Woll is going to take over the net? Chris did not agree with me and did not like that, but I think he's going to take the net over in Toronto. We'll see. I know the Stuart Skinner call last year was a little spicy, but yeah, no, I agree, Exertion. I was on Jarvis in the preseason again. I know I liked him a lot last year, and I just did more research, and I'm like, I don't think I like him as much as I wanted to. Oh yeah, I like Nichushkin too. I wonder if anyone saw his Instagram post. That was a little interesting. Can you fix the screen? Yep, I can do that. Thank you for asking. How much room is there? Okay, let me just... try to pretend like I'm a wizard at this stuff. Let's zoom this out more. It's so wide. That's what's causing it, all the problems. It's hard to get like the whole screen in here. Big on Natchez, yeah. Dahlin 30th. I like Ottinger there. I can't believe Vasilevsky fell to 27. I don't know. I like Vaz still. I don't like taking goalies early, but I think he's justifiable of an early pick like that. Hill or Thompson this year, it's a complete toss-up. I actually don't know. I think if you draft one, you draft the other. That would be my suggestion. Let me try and fix this. I want to try and get this on my whole screen here. Sorry if I'm making you all dizzy right now. I think the problem is I don't want to show. Okay, this should be better. I'm going to show all this. That's fine. All right. I am not paying attention. I was going to take Dahlin or Meyer 32 and both went right ahead of me. Yeah, I like Dahlin there for sure. That offense is so sneaky in Buffalo. Calgary was also such a good team last season. Like, and their entire team is on sale this year. It's crazy. Now that Toffoli's gone, I wonder who's going to take the step. I wonder if it's going to be Mangiapane. I was so high on him last season. He just didn't perform at all. He like barely scored. He was so unlucky. All right, pick 36. I'm coming up very, very soon. I'm not taking a goalie. I think I'm going to go... Well, we'll see who the two picks are. But I have a very good idea of who I want to take. Gotta be careful because we do have some people watching. Who are you guys thinking for this next pick here? Oh, and that was who I was going to take. Yeah, D just didn't play out how I wanted it to. Oh man, am I reaching on Heiskanen here? Or am I just going safe and taking Stammer? Yeah. I don't like taking a center here. It's just the way the draft fell to me though, right? Like I still have Stammer so high on the list. Oh yeah, Sharon Govich, eh? That's an interesting one. You know who else I'm interested by? Evan Rodriguez in Florida. Man, he plays so good with good players, and I feel like they're just gonna stick him on that first line and do what they did with Montour and just say go play hockey and see how good he can be. Yeah, I don't know. Goalie, all right. Oh man, I kind of want to take Mo Sider here, but the plus minus league it's kind of killer. So I'm gonna go Miro Heiskanen. You just know what you're gonna get out of him. He's such a beast. It's a little bit of a reach on Heiskanen, but I can't go into the 5th round waiting 20 picks without a defenseman. Then I'm just gonna be handcuffing myself in this draft. I really wanted Dougie. That would have been such a good pick, and I would have just came back with a forward in the next round. Who would you guys have taken there? Anyone? I always like doing this because the chat always picks up my misses, and that's kind of where you learn for your next draft. Like you miss on a guy, chat goes, "Why didn't you take him?" And I'm more prepared for my next draft. These are the easy picks, though. Not the easy picks, but these aren't the picks that will lose you a draft. I feel like you lose your draft like in the mid rounds if you just miss on everybody. Oh wow, Sergachev went 50th. That's Noah. Yeah, he's part of the team. He knows I'm on him. I think 50 is a little too early for Sergachev, but he does have the upside to be a top 5 defenseman this year. We have 54 viewers in here right now and only 9 likes, guys. So if you're enjoying this, leave a like. It'll bring more people and more attention to the stream, and then we can just have further discussion. But I appreciate everyone tuning in right now. Grubauer pick 205. What's his, well, that's his X rank. What's his ADP? Yeah, 160. So he's not even being drafted. He had a really good ending to the season. The Coyotes. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Cooley and Gunther. Those are going to be guys like in deeper leagues that you're going to want to watch for sure. Mo Sider, 54th. Wow. Bouchard. Holy, all these D are going so early right now. Got to be really careful. All good D are off the board. You can really run into some trouble. Yeah, he is, Subban. Well, let's see. Hopefully I have time to do this. These are power play minutes in the last 30 games of the season for Tampa, and Sergachev's 4th. So I would say yes, that's an indication that he is power play 1. Thank you for those who like the stream. I appreciate it. DeBrincat. I don't know how I feel about DeBrincat this year. I feel like I don't have any opinion on him. I kind of want to take a winger, but I think I'm like almost handcuffed, and I'm forced to go another defenseman here. There's like not many power play 1D left. There's DeBrincat, so 61 in this 14-team mock draft. I don't think there's anyone auto drafting, so this is like as legit as it gets right now. Guys, is the stream quality and the volume, everything's good? Everything's good. Just gotta make sure. I can adjust anything. I'm happy you guys pointed out that you couldn't see the right side. Forsberg is on your team left wing 2, or he could be a left wing 1. I like Forsberg so much. He has hit volume that no one talks about either. He's like one of the only players in the league. It's like him and Brady that have like over 10 shots per 60 and over 6 hits per 60. Michael Esimont might also be in there. Last year my strat was just loading up on D early and think that helped me win out. I couldn't agree more with that. I agree. Then D, like this draft, D are just like going like crazy. It's kind of difficult right now. I don't want to be taking Vince Dunn 70th overall, but I might have to. Yeah, like look at this. All the D are going. This is crazy. Vince Dunn just went. Yeah. Wow. All right, Petro it is then. This is crazy. Sam Bennett is always good. Sam Bennett is just such a beast in every league, and everyone sleeps on him. And then you finish your season, and he's like, wow, Sam Bennett finished as the 51st best player in the league. How did that happen? I literally take him every year. Yeah, Wolf. Good. I like that pick a lot, Wolf. I think Makar, like, I think when ADP first came out, Matthews was like 13 and Makar was 16. And it was at the point where you could almost go Matthews Makar in the first round, or the first and second round. I was just joining. Is this categories or points? This is categories. Like, I think I'm forced to go Dobson here, unfortunately. That's crazy how this draft unfolded. So forwards are going to be super, super deep. Like, I don't think Chris Kreider is even off the board yet. That's crazy to me. He's probably going to go very soon. But there's definitely some value still left. Oh my! You know what? I like that my face is blocking my. Who can you see at the bottom there? Forsberg? I can't tell. How many mock drafts has everyone done that's in here right now? Has anyone done any? Or I know Exertion said this is his second. Let me scroll up. One draft. Yep. So this is a second. Same as me. Oh, Evander's showing? No. There's some really good players still on the board, forwards especially. I can't believe how this draft panned out. So, hey, Arctic, I'm happy you're here, man. I'm happy you found it. Thanks for the kind words. 0 mock drafts. Just subbed. I've done 6. Thanks, Corrupt. Yeah, Corrupt, if you sub to the Patreon too, you get access to our Patreon leagues. So if anyone's looking to join in active and competitive leagues, we're hosting them over on our Patreon. If you have any questions, write in the comments or just message me on Discord. I should probably link the Discord in here too. I don't know if like viewers can link, but I'll link the Discord for everyone. Let's see. Hey, yeah, I like that Stammer pick. It's crazy right now, the way this draft is going. If this is going to be like this all year, guys, you're probably going to have to take a center in your second round. There's Evander. Will. Oh, Cameron. Nice pick, Cameron. Just did a mock draft, took Scarcity and Saros. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with that. So what I'm seeing right now is that centers are super full position. You're seeing that defensemen are going really early in the drafts. You can wait on goalie because there's a lot of goalie depth, and then there's wingers are very scarce. That's what I'm getting right now. So it's interesting how each year it changes. Like you see Falk going 85th. That's crazy to me. I remember last year we were getting like Dougie, Heiskanen. Who else was going there? Burns was going a little later. It's crazy. It's also a 14-team league. Zuccarello. Where did so Forsberg went, Evander went. Those are all good picks, guys. I'm happy you guys are on them too. Like Forsberg 81st is still really good value, even though he's ADP 130. Like Ben, you probably could have waited another round, but I still think it's solid there. And even Shabbat, I don't mind that with how thin D are. How are my picks? Oh, okay. I thought you were asking how bad are your picks. Arctic, have you done any drafts yet this year? Devin Tays, 89, really? I guess it's a plus minus league, so it makes sense. This is just a mock draft too, so I mean nothing's set in stone. I feel like I would probably be looking at my projections a little bit more than I am right now, but I'm trying to get acclimated with where everyone's going and then talking in the chat too. Damn, Raquel at 91. All right. Bertuzzi's interesting too. Played my first league last year, won somehow. I'm starting to get ready. Fun to watch your mock drafts. You won last year? Who did you take? Okay, guys. So I didn't want to spoil it here, But I'm going to go goalie, and I'm going to take Jacob Markstrom. Please, please, please take Jacob Markstrom in your drafts. That's all I'm going to say. And the goalies are going to start flooding right now. But Markstrom was a 3rd-round pick last season in fantasy. He had one bad year. Even though the Flames were extremely good, he is still the starting goalie. And I will show you guys how good that Flames team was. You'll see this in my video coming out maybe next week, pretty soon. So this is a stat, Corsi 4. It's a percentage of pucks to the net offensively versus defensively. So obviously the higher, over above 50 means you're getting more chances than your opponent. Calgary was number 2 in the league. Number 2. And no one's on Markstrom right now. So he's a workhorse. I love him. I can't see Dustin Wolf coming up. Like, Markstrom's proved that he can play an elite level for multiple seasons. That's interesting, though, Exertion. Do you think the same thing with Jesper Wallstedt, who I think is actually a better prospect in Minnesota? Gonna have to go winger here. I'm not gonna take Huberdeau. I think I'm gonna go goal Caulfield. Might be a little bit early for Caulfield, but it just the scarcity in the positions is crazy this season. Didn't even realize Batherson was there. That's a miss. But I know there's some issues with those allegations. I can't really say anything. Yeah, he lost his job to Vladar, and I get that, but he's still locked up $6 million a year. And Markstrom got majority of the starts down the stretch when they were making a run, and we can look into that. Or can we look into that? Am I picking soon? 15 picks. All right. So let's see. So in the last 30 games of the season, Markstrom started 25 of them. So hopefully that helps answer the question of whether he will start or not. I like the Huberdeau pick, and I'm shocked these goalies all fell this far. So, like, the way this draft went, it was like defenseman went really quickly, and then goalies got held off. But I knew I had to take Markstrom before the goalie round started, which is right now, right? Samsonov, Demko, Swayman. Like, you kind of just got to get a feel during your draft of what's going to happen next, and you could tell that all the goalies were going to start flooding, and that was it. Love Markey, lost his job. Yeah, that's fine. I still think Markstrom's going to end up being the starting goalie. He came like second or third for Vezina 2 years ago. So there's so much upside. I have no fear of Dustin Wolf. That sounds funny. No fear of Dustin Wolf. Good pick with Tippett, Will. Ben, is that the sleeper? No, you got a D-man. I like Stu. Stu was call of the century last year. I still remember on the video where I said he's going to be the starting goaltender. Like, someone's like, I turned this off as soon as I heard that. Oh, yeah. Usman, I completely agree. And if you look at our projections, we have Georgiev as our number 2 goalie. They're just such a good team. Like, why does Nate just have center? Is he's not a centerman, is he? Maybe he is a centerman. These positions are whack. Ben, I'm curious. The Caulfield pick was probably a little bit of a stretch. Oh no, Batherson. That's who I was gonna take. Yeah, positions need to get sorted fast because it's gonna be an absolute nightmare of a year for everybody. Oh, that's goalies. Damn, Ehlers is so far down because he doesn't play. Yeah, I'm so excited for the season. This summer went by so fast. I wonder, all you guys agree that this summer just flew by? Man, there's so many good left wingers still available. I can almost wait. Right wing's getting really thin really fast. Who's the best available? I'm going to take the chance on Ehlers. Where do you have Corpusalo ranked? Yep, give me a second here. Way down. We haven't projected for 41 starts. We haven't projected actually sharing time with the other goaltenders, which is worrisome. Ottawa gives up a ton of chances. And with the lack of starts, he doesn't get saves because this is a saves league. I wanted Kyrou. It's just like this center position is just it just kills it. Is Markstrom your only goalie? Yep. Oh my God, Werenski? Nice call. Huh. Focus on right wing early if you can over left wing. Yeah. I'm excited to... Oh, I'm drafting... Okay, guys. So just looking at the board here, look how thin this goaltending group is. Like, there is not much on the board. The only real starter is you can get the LA goalies. I'm going to take the chance on Akira Schmid here. I do think he'll be the starter on this team. I think he's going to take over for Vanacek. He was playing in the most important games of the season last year for this New Jersey team who is an absolute wagon. So I'm going to take a chance on Akira Schmid. Curious what you guys think. Have you ever thought about getting into the Underdog fantasy market? Huge best ball site for football, but not so much hockey. So Dan, the only issue with us is that our whole group is from Ontario, and Ontario has like really strict laws with like some of these websites, especially the sport websites. So we're super limited to only Yahoo and ESPN. I'm not sure if we can do Underdog. Does Underdog have free drafts? Let me know. I'm curious. Forgot about Werenski till my last few rounds. I like him over D-Man who went. Yeah, that's a really good pick. I forgot about him. So what are the notable things? So it just depends on how the draft's going, right? But Ryan Hartman, eh? That's interesting. I don't think I would take Ryan Hartman. But yeah, right wing really thins out like crazy. It was almost a mistake going another goalie, but yeah, Andis, we'll do a mock draft on ESPN. Maybe we'll get Chris to do one within the coming days. Nice exertion. Good calls, guys. Bedard went 61st in this draft, Ryan. I'll scroll up to see, just to show you who the picks were. So, like, this was a really D heavy draft. Like Sergachev, Montour, Carlson, Sider, Hughes, right? And then Bedard went. So, yeah, math, good point. You're right. It's super, super thin right now. Adam Cracknell's on here. What? Paul Thompson? Who's that? Okay, I gotta pay attention here. There are still some right wingers, but I think at this point it's so thin that I can just almost ignore it. Man, that's crazy. The centermen that are still on the board. Nice pick with Raymond. Eriksson Ek. Look at these centers that are still on the board. Cousins, Kadri, Bennett. Like you almost like don't want to be taking Stamkos and Pedersen and just be focusing on like a right winger. And like looking back, maybe I should have went Kucherov. Sorry guys for all this scroll. Oh, who took Matheson? Oh, great pick with Matheson. Great pick. I like Matheson a lot this season. Dylan Cousins, that's who I was taking. All right. Yeah, Math, great pick. Like, you're going to see me talk about it in one of my videos, but he was actually one of the best defensemen in the NHL to end the season last year. He was super good. Jamie Drysdale, yeah. The only thing with Drysdale is he doesn't really do much outside of power play points. He doesn't really hit, doesn't shoot, doesn't block. All right. Like, I can almost wait on center, but I think I'm going to go Kadri here. He's just too good of a player to be sitting there. I'm almost going to punt my last defenseman because it is a categories league, so you can just take someone that gets hits. Like, Gudis is fine. Luke Schen's fine. Adam Larson's actually a beast. Like, I think at this point in the draft, if you're in my position, you're almost, like, ignoring... Like, there's no power play one defenseman, so you're almost just, like, playing for the peripherals at this point. Damn, I would say, I think, if I were to pick one of the Vegas goalies, I got this question earlier and I've been pondering it, I would probably go Logan Thompson. He would probably be my pick. And I do regret Schmid a little bit. Like, you can still get the LA goalies, which is crazy to me. Oh, Samson, no. Not him. One sec, Dan, I'll read that up. I'm going to take Byram here. I don't know how I feel about it, though. You know what? Just because Schmid's a little risky, I'm going to take Cam Talbot. I'm going to go another goalie. I'm going to make it more difficult on the other drafters in here. I don't usually take 3 goalies, but I'm just going to make it difficult on the other drafters because it is a 14-team league, right? So some managers are going to have trouble finding goalies, right? And you can see people are going to start to scramble because there's not much left on the board. But then at that point, like if you guys watched my video where I had the 1-team draft, like goalie draft strategy, it's pretty much just if you, for example, if I took Schmid, then I would just take Vanacek. Or if I took Markstrom, I would take Wolf or Vladar. Yeah, Levi, I'm fine with someone taking Levi. Did he go? Yeah. Jeremiah's had a really good draft. Jeremiah, are you in the chat? I actually really liked your draft so far. Oh yeah, your Exertion. You've had a great draft, and I didn't even know it was you until right now. Uh-oh, Leafs fans. Math, what are you doing? No, you're good. That's a great pick. See, Beniers at 166 is outrageous. But it's just the positioning. Yeah, Exertion. Yeah, I've really liked your draft, and I just put 2 and 2 together that Exertion was Jeremiah. Yeah. Is your picture Jack Hughes? Or is that Seth Jarvis? I think is it Jarvis? Speaking about super sleepy defensemen, wish I can stream snipe all my drafts. Yeah, the winger is so thin. Nice pick with DeBrusque. Salty. Yeah, so I can't wait to release a draft strategy video on like what to do here. So Kucherov was right wing. So Kucherov was the play for me over Kaprizov. Even though I have Kaprizov projected better, just filling that right wing position is the way to go. That's crazy to me. There are still some good wingers available. Right wingers. Yeah. Both those guys are good. Ooh, Lehkonen, Ben. He was my boy last year. Yeah, Seth Jarvis, yeah. I might just get a Seth Jarvis jersey. I got my Fiala one back here. I'm officially out of water, so... John, you were so right, man. That is the point of mock drafts. You literally just have to like learn where players are going, tendencies of your opponents, what pick you get into trouble. Look how crazy thin this is. Kirill Marchenko. I like Brown. What's up, Logan? Good to see you, man. Logan, we have a Flames fan in here. Logan knows hockey. Logan, who is the starting goalie on your team? On your Flames team? Yeah, Point was such a good pick. Arctic, I'm getting the feeling that you're a Tampa Bay fan. You said Stamkos is your boy, and then you have Point and Cooch. I'm starting to put some of these pieces together. All right. I got to get my last defenseman here, guys. I'm just completely punting. There's really not much I can do. There you go. Better be Markstrom. C and D, don't go goalie. Goalies are falling like crazy in drafts. Even Grubauer here, and like, I like Wool. Johnny, good pick with Wool. Bunting just went. All right, I'm gonna go my last defenseman. Just take a Hail Mary pick on Jake Sanderson. Don't mind Brant Clark here either. Would have take Kachuk over Pasta, but auto drafted for me. Man, I don't know what's going on with Kachuk's injury. I can't wait for training camps to start and we can start seeing who's PP1. Like last year, like halfway through training camp, I realized that Montour was their power play 1 defenseman and ended up taking him in a few of my leagues, but I didn't really disclose it to the public. I don't know why. I kind of kept it to myself. Had Samsonov, so I took Wall. Yeah, great call, Johnny. See, that's such a good strategy. The one team goalie, it's like if you're out of options and you already have the starting goalie for one team, you might as well just take the backup. Especially when I think Samsonov is going to be a shaky goaltender this season. But I hope he proves me wrong for Leafs fans. Fantilli's interesting, but it's just the center position. Like, it's like, what's the point? Ew. Hronik? What's your draft strategy in the first 2 rounds? First 2 rounds, Logan, is mostly just like best available. Just don't take a goalie, I would say. There's not really too much of a strategy. I'm curious to what other people think, but for me, it's almost just like taking the best available players. Also, Aiden Hill. I think he's fine if you draft Thompson too. If you're going Hill, you're going to have to go both of them. But assuming that he sustains what we saw, like even sustains at 70% of what we saw last year, he should be a good pick. No, this is the only draft tonight, but we're going to do more drafts this season. We're hoping, I know Chris wants to stream a few times a week, so we might do like a lot of mock drafts with everyone, getting everyone involved. Should I just draft Wedgwood in the last round since I'm keeping Otter? I don't mind that, Joel. So do you mean this league, Joel, or just in like you're in a league where you're keeping Otter? Because if it's a categories league, I'm fine with that. Just because Dallas is such a good team. Makar, Trouba, Uyghur, Wolf Clan. I don't want to face your team because all my players are going to get injured. I don't want to have to deal with that. This Caulfield pick's not looking as bad now that we're seeing how thin right wing is. That's crazy to me. Kucherov almost becomes a top 5 pick because of right wing eligibility. Oh no, Rantanen and Pasternak, Kucherov. Those should be the priorities. That's crazy to me. And why does no one have multiple eligibility anymore? Like, what are they doing this year? Brant Clark, nice pick. He is definitely a Hail Mary pick too. Like, and you're in a 14-team league, like these last picks should all just be Hail Marys. Also, another strategy that's similar to the one-team goalie is taking the next up defenseman. So if you're stuck with defenseman, just take who you think's gonna be next up on a specific team. Like an example of last year was Sergachev, or even Jeff Petrie too. Like where Hedman and Letang were both like on and off injury. They weren't playing well. Krug's still available. I don't like Krug at all. He's such a boring, makes me fall asleep defenseman. All right. I'm in a league where we get points for penalties. Do you think I should go Lucic? Like should you draft Lucic? I think that's okay. We have Pims here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I would be looking at Trent Frederick, Logan. I like Frederick a lot. Yo, where'd... Huh. He hasn't gone yet either, eh? Where do you have Gudis ranked in, like, my total rankings? So like 121 because there's 9 rows here. pretty good for Gudis. If we're in a PIMS league, he's a lot better. No, who went Vrana? No, who went Bennett? You guys are looking at my queue. I was going Vrana next. He's a huge Hail Mary pick. I think Vrana is a huge sleeper this year. All right, you guys are going to make me do it. Nice pick, Jeremiah. Another good one. I'm doing it. Oh, God. I was so high on him last year. Man, did Toivu get power play 1 near the end of the season? I'm really curious about that. He can be a sneaky center pick if he's power play 1. Ew, what? Oh, what did I do? Goalies? Chekhov. Am I sorting my goalies? Is that why? I pick in 3 turns. I'm just trying to see if Tara Vining was power play 1 down the stretch for Carolina. Oh, I like Besser there too. Watch my Hail Mary. All right, math. I'm in. Teravainen was kinda. They split. Who's taking Wyatt Johnson? Someone has to. Uh-oh. All right, here's a right winger. I don't mind if he plays with McDavid. Hail Mary. It's my last pick. Connor Brown. They played together in junior. I don't like the story. Like, oh, Druin. That's who you're going, math. You're going Druin. That's my guess. Let me see if I have another guess. Maybe Lundell? Oh, nice. Wow. I like that too. Exertion. You guys are killing me. Who's available? Oh, Vamelka? I know. Yeah, he should probably be taken. Are you talking about Keith Kincaid still available? Math, I'm waiting. Dude. I can't go back to my old sleeper lists, but this is what I like about Kaliev. Ignore everything. This is what I like about Kaliev. His shot rate is so good. All right, let's see what Yahoo thinks the standing is going to be. Samson, #1. So we already know it's wrong. Yes, Matthew, you're so right. So I'm last overall here. Very happy with that. My goals against average because it absolutely hates Markstrom. Super scuffed. All right, let's go through some of the teams. Wait. It wasn't 16 teams, was it? No, it was 14. Pedersen, Stammer, Kaprizov, Ehlers, Caulfield. So definitely some risk. Rusk, Ehlers, both risky picks with injury. D went really quick. My D aren't very good. Honestly, this is a manageable draft. I don't think it's my best one I've ever had. It's also a 14-team league, so I guess it could be a lot worse. Definitely didn't prioritize hitting enough. That was a mistake of mine. And that's what I could have done. I could have, instead of Sanderson, I could have taken a more hit-friendly defenseman. Like the fact that Brian Rust and Stammer are my 2 biggest hitting players on my team is problematic. Happy with my goaltending. Very good draft. I'm curious to see Jeremiah's because you've been active in the chat. So see, he got Brady. So he has someone that's just going to win his weeks. But also light on hits. Shots look relatively good. No 300-plus shooters other than Brady. Dougie's a very, very good pick. Goaltending's shaky, but overall team solid. Math, we'll take a look at your team too. Very good mix of hits and shots here. I see pass out with 370. I love Hyman this season. You mixed in Bennett there as well. Oh man, Kaliev's so sneaky. And then you got both Boston goalies. So you're pretty much just going to win your week every week in goals against and save percentage. Cameron. I'll go to your team too, Cameron. I like so you must have went McKinnon, Miller. Oh yeah, but you went really hit friendly, but you also have guys that shoot the puck. So like Meyer, McKinnon, Miller, all just good peripheral guys. Goalies are shaky though. That's the big problem. Who else? Let's go to Samson's. We'll just glance by it. He got Robertson, followed up with Pavelski. Samson, your D are very weak. Goalies are extremely strong, but your D are going to cause you some problems. I would probably focus more on getting some hits. But yeah, very good draft all around. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you have any last minute questions, feel free to throw them out quickly before I head off. But I really enjoy doing these. We're going to do more. So whenever we host them, I'll make sure to schedule on YouTube. I'll even put it on YouTube. For those who aren't in the Discord yet, make sure you get in there. I will send the link in here. Will this link it? Definitely join. For those who are interested in playing in our fantasy puck leagues this year, you saw how competitive this draft will be. Our leagues should be even more competitive than that. You can head on over to our Patreon. If you want access to our sheets, everything is all available on there. It's less than one Starbucks coffee a month to get into the leagues. We'll say that. But I'm so happy you guys had fun. I had a blast chatting with you all. I love just like meeting people and answering questions. That's the best part about doing this. So thank you all for tuning in. Expect a video. This will come up tomorrow. Expect a video for Tuesday and a bunch of content coming forward. Arctic, I'm excited to talk to you in the Discord, man. Make sure you leave a message in there and we'll chat tonight. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining.